Oh, yeah. What the fuck is up, everybody? How we doing today? All right, all right, all right. I'm right here, bro. I'm right here. You know, you got to push it to the last second. The last second. Why not? It just keeps things nice and fun. Good to see you in here. Who else we got in here? I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what I'm going to do too? I'm just going to go make sure we got all this shit running right. Do. No, I don't like that either. I don't like that. All right, it says I'm live, so we good. All right, just making sure. Oh, what a day. What a day. All right, yeah, I see that. Dang, see? All right, first person to say first. What's up? Brent, Max, Philip Franklin, Daniel, Ajax, Jay. How we all doing? Good to see you guys in here. I'm back officially on StreamYard after their little snafu yesterday. Maybe I'll bounce in between StreamYard and Streamlabs just because I kind of like that big photo of my book. Even though I could do something like this here. Check this shit. Go. No, wrong one. Go. Check that out. Look at, I'm learning some things. We got 11 people up in the chat. What are we supposed to do? What do we do when we get up in here? I'm going to check on you too. We only got 5. There's 6. Hit that like, boy. There's 7. I even hit that like myself too. Got to support yourself. Afi, what's up, my dude? How are we doing? Very excited to see you up in here. Very excited. We got 14 people now. Let's make sure we're hitting that like button or else. Hyman Collector's in. There we go. Justin already said what's up to Jay and Afi. Oh, man. Man. Today's been a good day. I got some stories for you too. I got some stories from last night that I got to share with you. Barry Barrett. What it is, what it do. How we all doing? Some serious answers in the chat too. What's new, guys? How's life? How we all doing today? We got our first super chat of the day as well. James, what's going on, my dude? Thank you for using that super chat function. It's a new feature due to me hitting 1,000 subs and getting monetized. Woo woo. What's up with that? Even though I think they're going to steal a whole bunch of money from me, fuckers. Whatever, who cares? We'll get there. We'll figure it all out. Tommy Bahama. Scott's getting those quarterly numbers up. Love the real infield talk. Yeah, we're going to be telling a story about some infield. Your boy rocked it last night. I feel that too, man. It's too early for me as well. He had me on last week, and I was like, dang. I rocked it. But fuck it. Whatever. 21 in the chat. Let's hit that like. We're at 18 right now. Good stuff. I'm loving it, guys. Still rumbling with the corona. Yeah, that thing fucking takes forever, man. Get out of here, bro. I'm very, very excited for you. Good man. I'm telling you. And I'll have you call in too. We'll do another call-in show when you're back. And I want to hear your experience for sure, man. That's fucking huge. Yeah, dude. I'm very happy for you. Good stuff, man. One thing I like, man, this is Brent Caldwell will tell you this because he's one of my best students ever. Philip Franklin as well. These dudes, especially the guys in the WarTribe, these guys, whenever I give them like tasks or direction, like quick, sharp, on it, like, all right, let's do it. They put it into action. And I'm starting to see that with you too, man. Seriously. It's probably the best thing, probably the best quality for someone to have is like, especially if you have like a mentor in your life, You listen to their stuff. You take it into consideration. You do it real quick. Good shit. Life is good. Did great in the stock market today. Good, man. I like it. Philip Franklin, how'd you do in the stock market today? Hey now. Adventures on an Electric Lamp. I feel like I should move to a better city for game, but I have too much invested where I'm at. Well, you got to tell us where you're at so I can comment. How's that online dating treating you there? Sounds like you're in a city. If you're in a city, you should be online dating. It's probably going to be the best way. Scott, yeah, I had 2 flake in 2 days, and I don't give one. Fuck. It happens. Yeah, I'll tell you, this week especially, people are going to be like, oh, it's because fucking Mercury's in retrograde and all that other shit. Whatever. Who knows? I think it's post Valentine's Day fucking shame and guilt. I think some of these ladies had a little bit of what little introspection that they can have. I think they sat there and realized that their whoredom hasn't gotten them what it's garnered them, so they get to see everybody else's videos and shit on what's it called? Social media. And they're like, man, maybe I shouldn't be as much of a hoochie mama. I'm bringing that phrase back. That's a good phrase, man. I like it. It's got a ring to it. But anyway, yeah, these girls, man, I'll tell you, it's the same. I had a couple of that stuff happen this week too. Fuck, man, I told you about that little spinstress of an Asian. I was so pissed, man. Fuck. So mad. But guess what? There's going to be plenty more little Asians that are going to be hopping up and down on my fucking pogo stick for sure. Doing all the dirty, doing all the holes. So I'm not fretting about it. Plenty more of those. Plenty more. So you can't get too mad about it. I like your style here. But yeah, it's been happening a little bit more. Now the time for the Kings game. Nice. Decided to try leaving the roommate situation and renting a studio 1-bedroom instead. 2020 will be the year of plenty. I just recently did that here in San Diego. I moved into my little 1-bedroom studio. It's a big fucking studio though. And I'm super happy that I did that. No more roommates, no more having to worry about any of this stuff. The only downfall is that, and I mean, this happened regardless whenever I was living with someone anyway. The only thing is that you're going to have to take care of everything all on your own. Right? There's no, excuse me. There's no other, my fucking glasses are goddamn disgusting right now. There's no one else to kind of lift the load, which I think is great though. I think that's really good. I think that's good for men. Men need to be on their own for quite some time and just find their own way, build their own life. Highly recommend it. I don't get, well, I got a dog too, so I don't get too lonely. But I've never really been, I mean, back in the day, blue pilled. When I was blue pilled, I used to get lonely all the time. Now I don't give a fuck. I love being alone. I get my social shit from doing this. I get it from doing jujitsu. Kind of sort of from the gym. But I don't really give 2 flying Fs. How are we looking over here? 25 people up in the chat, 20 likes. Let's get those up. If you're coming up in here, you're just stopping for a second, just hit that like button. Just hit that like button. They're lined up all week. I need free time anyway. Yeah, I feel that. Like I said, it's just been, there's been something up. Girls have been flaky. No big deal. I made a huge decision yesterday. I said, you know what? And then I got to give this up to Jose Torres, to be honest with you. I give him a hard time all the time for coming up in here and saying dumb shit. But He commented on my stuff the other day. Again, he's like, Corey, you need to stop fucking with these old women. And I was like, you know what? Jose Torres, as much as he's fucking wrong, this time he's fucking right. So I set all of my parameters yesterday on all of my dating apps from 18 to 30. And I am much happier for it. Much happier for it. Because you know what's been going on lately? Is I've been going out with some of these ladies that are fucking 33 to 30 fucking 7. And they're fucking awful. Awful. Just terrible dates. They're obviously they're in their epiphany phase or fucking whatever the fuck it is. They're not fun. They don't know how to flirt, right? It's these goddamn millennial women. Jesus. They're fucking terrible. They're all feminists. Even if they don't wear feminism on their fucking forehead, they're still all feminists. They still have that fucking feminist mindset of like, oh, I got to compete against him. We got to be equal. I don't have to do anything for his fucking pleasure. I don't have to be feminine, right? It's like she went around fucking everybody up until 2 fucking minutes ago. And now she's going to sit here and try to lock my ass down. It's like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You're bankrupt. You're sexually bankrupt, lady. You can't unfuck everything you did. You're fucked. You got to just keep going down this road. Got to do it. Then you meet a fucking smooth talking criminal like myself over here. Good looking dude, high value. And you're going to sit here and you're going to try to fucking say boundaries. I got boundaries now. It's like, fuck you. You're fucking retarded is what it comes down to. You don't understand. You understand that you fucked up, really. And now you're trying to overcorrect and course correct. And I was like, sorry, sweetheart. You are going down the fucking river without paddles. And I'm not here to fucking save you. That's it. That's it. So change the settings, 18 to 30. Very happy with my choice, with my decision. We'll see how it goes. I've been swiping like a mofo today. Why? Also, because I'm realizing lately that my attraction level to these women as well, it's going down. It's going down, right? It's like, unless you're a fucking big-tittied, fake-tittied, slim-waist, fat-bootied, athletic girl that's all tanned up and you're past 30, like that's the only time I'd really consider it. Now, I'm just like, fuck it, who cares? 18 to 30, let's rock and roll this way, right? If I got to bump it back up in the future, I'll bump it back up. But right now, Thor's hammer, he's hungry for some youngins. He just wants some youngins, that's all. There's no shame in that. Might as well, right? But I got a story for you guys. I got a youngin-ish. Yeah, youngin last night. Nice little freshie. We'll tell you that story here in a second. But first, I got to check to make sure our likes are up. Yes, sir. We got 25 likes at the moment. How many people are in the house watching live? 30. We got some work to do, gents. We need that perfect ratio. That's how I stay on track. That's how I keep the flow. Anyway, let's see. Good job, Philip Franklin. I'll keep it up for a second. That was too quick. Good shit. I'm excited about it as well. Already preparing body and mind for it, as well as questions I got for myself. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, dude. I mean, you're a month away. I like it. It's gonna send you in the right direction. Indianapolis, Indiana, but I want to move to Kiev. Excuse me. That's crazy. Kiev, huh? I want to move to Scottsdale. Some of the finest girls I've seen in a while. But I also want to be able to hop around all over the world because American hoes ain't shit, honestly. Honestly. Sore AF today. Started deadlifting yesterday. Hit 205 for 8 and benched today 225 for 3.5. That's hilarious. You got to get those numbers up, though, for that deadlift. I don't know why you're doing 8 reps of deadlift. Oh, unless you're talking about, sorry, that's your bench press. Hit 205 for 8 on the bench press. And then 225 Yeah, because 205 for 8 reps of deadlift is like, I hate to say it, baby weight. That's baby weight. I don't even put my belt on until 315. And I'm still hitting fucking 10 to 15 reps at 315. I'm in the deadlift. Holy crap, that just fucking, you guys are blowing up the fucking comments. I love it. I love it. What's up, Timmyus? How we doing? Girls are so replaceable. I'm so glad I found the red pill because it just makes sense now. I'm the prize. Exactly. The key is, though, now being smart. Rock them condoms, pull out, and keep that seed within sight at all times. Don't ever let that girl get control of that shit, man. Honestly. Condom, pull out well in advance. Keep that thing in sight. No roommate is worth the higher rent. Agreed. I've had terrible roommates in my past. Brent, how are you benching 225 but deadlifting 205? Did you just get started on DLs? See, I'm guessing that he's not talking about his deadlift. He was just saying that he started deadlifting again yesterday. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? We'll let him fucking fix it. When a girl is over your place and she needs to use the bathroom, tell her she needs to leave the toilet seat up, not down. We are so going to talk about this today, guys. We are talking about that for sure. Good evening, gentlemen. What is up, Young Lions Perspective? Good to see you in here. Did you hit the like button? Tommy Bahama says, fuck roommate. I've been on my own since I was like 21. Good shit, man. Yeah, Corey, I do 90% of the chores and cleanup at my current place with 2 roommates. I don't blame them. My cleanliness standards are way above theirs. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I actually got kicked out of one place because I was too clean. Because I held some standards on that. I got to the point where I was cleaning up my dishes and stuff like that, and then I'd go to use dishes and it'd just be fucking dirty dishes in the sink. It's like, yo, you guys need to fucking clean your shit. I'm not cleaning dirty dishes in order for me to eat. Like, come on now. San Diego Jared in the house. What's my range now? 18 to 30. It's good. I like it. We'll see how it does. I'm more excited now, to be honest with you, because before I was scrolling through and there's a lot more uggos, and it was just like basic. Now it's like I'm seeing a good plethora of hotties. But the next goal is to get that IG game up and then connect my IG to it and then get some better photos. I got good photos right now, but excuse me, it's only attracting the occasional 9 and 10. I'd call it 8 level, right? I'm about the 8 level. That's what I'm usually attracting. And then obviously lower. But I want to get on that fucking 10 catnip game. That way there I can play the whole game. And I only want 18 to 26. No big deal. Being alone is the only way one can be sure of decent, intelligent conversation. I like it. If they're still single at 24, it's probably for a reason, dude. Absolutely. But it's a 50-50 roll of the dice. 37 people up in the chat. Make sure we're hitting that like button. If we're not subscribed, also make sure you guys subscribe. I drop hot fire every single fucking day. At 34, you run into it. But the problem is right now, and you're kind of right, it's this feminist kind of mindset. But the majority of these girls, it's a 50-50 roll of dice, whether she's going to be DTF or not. It's just, as of late, I think because of this season, when the season starts to heat up and they're seeing all these young girls that are in their bikini photos and all this other stuff, they're probably going to be DTF. But because everyone's covered up and they're all trying to do whatever, right? And they're all trying to get into cuffing season, these 34-year-old women also think they could play that game. And it's like, no, you got to give that shit up like first and then try to lure me in. Right? Like, that's got to be your game now that you're that old. I'm sorry. Like, you got to fuck on the first date. You got to. You just got to roll the dice too. Is this guy going to stick around for a little while or not? We can't be doing this fucking 3-date rule bullshit. Like, sorry. You're just not that valuable enough for me. I'm at the peak. You're not. You can't be playing peak level game. Sorry. It's just the way it is. It's the way you fucked. It's the way you fucked your investments up. Plain and simple. Who we got this? Huh? What? Okay. Oh boy, where else we at? Max, you sound like me. My roommates are garbage. Yeah, that's crazy. He always talks about how he need to do the dishes and clean. I kind of find it funny. First name, last name. How we doing since your Iboga trip, man? Post that up in the chat. Anything cool? Anything new? I deliberately go to the woman's bathroom at hipster coffee shop and pee all over the woman's toilet seat just to ruin the day of feminists and give them more fuel for their self-destructive fire. Good stuff. Good stuff. At first name, last name. I feel you, dude. All right, you guys are having a conversation. At the end of the day, it's simpler to just clean all myself. Absolutely. We may need to go. You guys are talking to each other, trying to figure out what's going on here. Corey, watch your rant video, and that's some of the best stuff I've heard in a while. Great stuff, man, and agree. Thank you. It got a lot of heat, too. The feminists came a-storming. They didn't look through any of my live videos, but they hammered that one with dislikes. It's a good video, though. That's how I feel. That's smart. Yeah, I know that Myron gave you that advice. That's social status game is the game to play today, honestly. Like in the global sexual marketplace, you have to be doing everything in your power to climb the social ladder and get that blue check mark, right? Get followers, get the blue check mark. Plain and simple. Fucking easy peasy right there. There you go. We got you. When you connect the IG to Tinder, it doesn't show them your IG handle. So girls don't know your follower numbers. Just make sure your last 6 or so IG pics are right. Yeah, exactly. But it would be smart if you have the followers to put your IG handle in your what's it called, and that way there they can check you out. 41 people in the chat. Make sure you guys are dropping some comments in here, and also make sure we're hitting that like button. Unsatisfactory. We're at 29 right now with 41 people here in the chat. Let's get those numbers up right now. I'm watching the thing right now. If you guys aren't hitting the like, I'm just going to sit here and pick my nose. You guys know that song? There's one like. I only got one. All right, fuck this shit. Whatever. I like RDLs, but they really test your grip strength. You're basically lowering the weight and then immediately changing directions with the bar. Yeah, RDLs are pretty good. Very, very hamstring focused, obviously. Let's see. I'm in the same boat. Oh, I already pulled that one up there. I'm good. I thought I wouldn't want to do Iboga again, but I wouldn't mind it. Just not anytime soon. Yeah, that's how I feel too about it. Like when I came back, because after the second time, like the first time I remembered the taste of it. Ugh, right? I remember the taste of it because the first time I did just the powder. I did some capsules, but it was like each time I did the powder. And I remember that. And then the first time going around here, I think I did powder both times. Again. But for the first 2 months after coming back, this second time, I was like, oh, I never want to do that again just because of the taste. But then, of course, I had, what's it called? I had some of my own pills. And I was what's it called? Microdosing it. And I could taste it a little bit. And I'm just like, yeah, all right, that's cool. So I highly suggest if you want to microdose, if you can get your hands on some. Is a narrow stance in an ATG squat bad? I'm guessing that stands for ass to grass. I don't think so. So I think that I fucked up my core and my hips pretty badly with my years of Olympic lifting and going very wide stance, squatting. And now I only squat narrow stance in order to build my quads back up. I'm not going ass to grass though. So that is maybe something you want to reconsider, because the more narrow you go, the more you want it to be quad dominated. Now, the second you start going more and more below parallel is when your hamstrings are going to be activated when you go up, right? So it's just something to take into consideration. What are you trying to accomplish? So, yeah. Ugh, that's going to be terrible. Yeah, I think, well, they both have their disgusting aspects, but I think that I agree with you. Aya is easier to take down because it's liquid, right? Whereas Iboga is just super bitter and it's powder. So you're like, ugh, it's churning inside me right now. Ugh. I'm thinking about all this stuff. It's like, blah. Yeah, I do Olympic lifting, so I assume there's an optimal way to squat. Well, the thing is, like, if you're an Olympic lifter, you need to get your hips down to the ground as fast as possible for the catch. So you're going to want to go wide. It's like there's a reason why you see all these lifters that have bow legs, right? It's like it's just it if that's what you're doing, that's what you got to do. It's just now that I'm not Olympic lifting and I'm doing bodybuilding and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to be a healthy human being. It's like now I got to get everything back in a straight line rather than the way what's it called? And then the way it is for your lifts, right? No, it is not liquefied. However, when you do go, you have the option of not having to take the powder. You can just take the capsule. So they put the powder in the caps and you don't have to taste. You don't have to taste anything, right? So, but for me, I like to do things in the traditional fashion. It's part for me of going through the initiation. And yes, they give you the powder with water. So you can literally just, instead of even having to taste it, you can just chug water right down if you want to do that. It's kind of like burning some kava. Griffin, I'll get to you in a second here. I love that. I've been seeing a whole lot of people lately too, loading the bar up with like 405 or plus and doing like 1-inch squats. It's like, wow. I don't know what that is, but good for you. Good for you. How are we looking on likes right now? 31. You guys are killing me. I had to take the powder too. I did the powder for sure. I did powder both times, every time. So, yeah. Question here is, was it difficult to write the book? Yes and no. I wrote this book in probably a 5-month time frame, and it's 34. It's 94,000 words. Your standard novel or your standard book is anywhere from 70,000 words to let's say 120,000 words, and then obviously they can go beyond that. This book is going to be 270 pages in a 6x9 book, which means if I did it like the traditional way of like the 5x5 by 8.5, it would probably be a 300-page book. So it's a no kidding. It's a good size book. For me, this one wasn't that hard, and I think it's because of the way that I did the process. And I just did a quick outline. I connected a few dots, and then I just started writing. And I wasn't writing for me to sound like a fucking, excuse me, a scholar. I was writing to fix a problem. And I was also writing based off of my knowledge, what I think and how I felt and what I know. Of course, whenever you're doing that stuff, it has to be readable, right? And it has to make sense. So, man, was it hard? It wasn't so hard that I would never do it again, but it was definitely trying. right? Like a 5-month process of getting in and sometimes falling out of it and not being able to do it and then taking breaks. And, obviously I built the WarTribe in that time frame. I built this channel during that time frame. Um, I've done a whole bunch of stuff in that time frame. So, um, yeah, it wasn't too terribly hard, but it was a good level of difficulty, I think. Not knowing what's going to come out of you either, not knowing, yeah. But I'll tell you what the hardest part is for sure. It's definitely been marketing. And I shouldn't even say that's hard. That's just more time consuming and all that good stuff. Um, Good job, good man. Yeah, Daniel's going there too, I believe. It's a novel. Thought I saw something else up there too. I don't know. Anyway, I don't normally do this, but I got to take a leak right now. I've been crushing water. So I'm going to mute this puppy. I'll be back in 1 minute, and then we'll come back with a story from last night. I had, man, what a fucking crazy, crazy situation. And then we'll get into the fucking toilet paradox. Give me a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I went and got a massage today, guys. So you gotta crush that water more so than usual. I was fucking feeling it too. I needed a massage so badly. Um, Killing it in my workouts lately too. So I was like, all right, we gotta make sure we're doing this as soon as possible. Dan S is in the chat. How we doing? No worries. Griffin, are you on the mailing list? Here's what I'm gonna have to do. If you're not on the mailing list, I'm gonna have to post a mailing list in here. Or, oh shit, I forgot I got another announcement to give you guys. Jeez Louise, I'm fucking all over the place. There's so much shit going on. Griffin36, you can click that link. I will send you a free chapter of my book, and I'll give you updates on when the book is going to be released. Good to see you, Dan. Hope you are too. Thank you very much. There's a question up here. Corey, how do you think the collapse is going to happen? I'm getting ready for an EMP. When I look at all the scenarios, it all boils down to electricity. That's what I say too. I say that too. I say the power is going to go out somehow, some way. I think that's the only way. And I'd say it has something to do with the ionosphere, because I think that's the only way that it's going to be able to take out all forms of government, right? It can't just be like China EMPing America, right? Because then like shit's going to get really fucked, right? There's going to have to be a global catastrophe, so to speak. And that's what I kind of think. I prepare as well for the power going out. So, that's what is on my mind as far as what's going to happen. But I also think there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff that occurs. So I don't know, but that's what, like I said, that's what it all, for me, that's what I think it all boils down to as well. Alrighty. I've never gotten a massage in my entire life. I have to go at least once a month. I have to. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a coronal mass ejection. I talked about this before. I think that, but the problem is this. I know that Betelgeuse is going to go supernova or has already gone supernova here pretty soon. And Betelgeuse is a huge, huge star. That could do something. But then someone else gave me, I don't know if it was Timaeus. I think it was somebody else. But someone else said there was another star that's actually closer and is more dense that's actually looking to go supernova and could do that. And it's actually, as far as the spatial plane is concerned, it's actually to the north of us. So that would have the ability to reverberate the ionosphere more so, or the magnetosphere. So who knows? Either way, yep, we'll see what happens. Purge feminism with a global EMP. Exactly. Those girls will get right back in line. Look at a guy called Eric Dollard. He has an important research on how the national power grid is vulnerable to EMP attacks due to the bypass of star delta connections. Good stuff. You guys are right on point. I don't think it'll be a coronal mass ejection. I don't think that's going to be able to do it. But there are, obviously people talk about that stuff all the time. Do you think a father teaching his son traditional masculine behaviors will be seen as child abuse in the near future? Yes. Simple answer. I was going to give you something a little bit more astute than just saying yes, because I think essentially what it's come down to is that's already happened. But the thing is this, I don't think you got to understand how these people operate. They don't exactly fight on the legal front right off the bat, because it's just like boiling a fucking frog, right? You got to turn up the volume or turn up the heat slowly. They're doing it right now through social engineering. And that's what they're doing. Like I talked about this last night with Vince on the Masculine Geek. Essentially what they're doing is they're trying to make it so that men cannot really have children and can't be alone with children in order for him to teach them lessons. They've now painted a man who wants to be around children as a pedophile. And that's how these people fight, is they do things to like sexually exploit you, so to speak. They use like sexual exploitation and this sexual shaming in order to get people to kind of do their bidding. So sure, will it heat up to that? I think so. I think we'll see that happen. Oh yeah. Yep. Dan S has it right. It's already happening. This chat makes me want to stock some ammo and some food. And don't forget toilet paper. That's important. Eddie Bravo. I like that dude. Yeah, that dude's a fucking nut. LOL. Tuning into the I love it. I want to hang out with that guy. I'd hang out with him and Joe just to fucking do some jujitsu and shoot some bows and fucking talk some crazy shit. Yep. It starts with the social shaming. That's how they're doing it. Anyway. Oh yeah, I got an announcement. Gentlemen, I now have a new website. Guess what the name of this website is? It's called www.corycapella.com. It has everything you need. How would you define masculinity? I'll answer that question if you throw down a super chat. What's it called? Oh yeah, so my website. It has everything on there, all my products, the WarTribe YouTube channel. Obviously, you guys are already here, so it doesn't fucking matter. You can also set up personal consults there and all that good stuff, as well as hear all new updates as far as the book and stuff like that's concerned. But mainly what it comes down to is the site's just going to have you sign up for the email list. So you guys are all good. I'm just letting you know, corycapella.com is fucking up and running. I'm officially official. Feels good. It looks pretty good. I dig it for now. Everything is due for updates here pretty soon, but I just need them doll hairs. That's all it comes down to. I just bought a Daniel Defense 18-inch. Nice. To finish my build. Bring on the end. That's a good upper for sure. Well, I hope the whole upper is Daniel Defense. That's good. But that's still a pretty good barrel. I don't know why you went 18-inch, though, but unless you want to reach out and touch somebody. I don't drink nor smoke anymore, but when I get a bigger place, I will stock up on nothing but alcohol and cigs so I can barter that shit. That's a very, very smart idea. Tobacco will be a huge same thing with booze for sure. Will be a huge thing. TP though, I know it takes up a lot of space, but TP will be another huge bartering tool. I do believe. Yes, sir. That happened last week, I believe. Stock a generation of ammo for each caliber. Perfect. 100. I also recommend you get into archery. I just think that archery is a better tool for certain things. That's all I got to say. The only problem is you got to get a lot of arrows too, which are pricey. Reach out and touch. Hell yeah. Good stuff. All right, story time. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Fuck. Corey, does your strategy on game and dating change with your location? I'm moving near Seattle for work. Any suggestions on dating and living there? Your game should be fucking masculinity, right? Be a strong, masculine man and source. Always be sourcing, right? I don't change my game up necessarily. But obviously there's going to be some colloquialisms that you're going to have to fucking buy into. But I mean, here I am. I'm an East Coast guy, born and raised, living here on the West Coast. Most of these girls don't, supposedly, they say that they don't like that style, but here I am crushing it. So, nah, dog, buy a bidet. Keep your post-apocalyptic bum clean for eternity. I'm talking about strictly bartering, though. I'm telling you, people will, think of how few people prepare for anything in life. Like, think people got fucking TP? People are going to need to figure out how to wipe their bums, and they don't know how to do it with leaves. Or you could just go straight fucking Muslim style and use your left hand. Is it their left hand? It's their left hand. Maybe it's their right hand. I don't fucking remember. Whatever. Anyway, story time. Story time. Your boy has been dealing with some scrubby ass hoes lately. Hell yeah. Good to see you in here too, by the way. If you guys aren't part of the War Tribe, we have webinars every Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's good stuff. Good group of dudes. We work on that. We work on that real deal stuff. Why do I have Che Guevara tattooed on my arm? That goes back to, I'm not going to repeat myself here. Go and check out my episode. It's Red Pill Smash Bros AMA. Ask me anything. Red Pill Smash Bros AMA. I answer that question in depth. Mainly what it comes down to is, no, I am not a Marxist socialist. I don't believe in socialism. It's an understanding of know your enemy and also respect your enemy kind of deal. Plus, I actually respect Che Guevara. I really do. Read his book, Motorcycle Diaries. Read his book, Guerrilla Warfare. The dude was a very smart individual. Very, very smart. Very, very respectable. He just didn't have the right ideology. That's all it comes down to. Oh, yeah. So, your boy, last night, I was sitting there and I was like, man, oh shit, I forgot I got this chick's number. Cute little Mexican girl, 25 years old. I was like, she was telling me that she was going to be, she's leaving for Italy on Monday. So she's like, I can't hang out until I get back. And I was like, I don't do that. What's the rules, guys? When you get number, right? When you get the number, you should be meeting up within the next 3 days. You should be. That's the ideal. You got to be pushing for the next 3 days. Why? Because she has every other fucking swinging dick in fucking San Diego, where I'm at, hollering at her, right? So you got to meet up. You got the digits. You already got her off the app. You're already a different caliber dude. You need to push for that stuff. So this is 9:09 last night. I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to text this girl and I got to push for the date kind of deal. So I text this girl at 9:09 last night, literally like 2 back and forth. She's texting immediately. My second text to her, I said, when are you free to meet? And she's like, well, today was my only day off. And I said, unsatisfactory. We need to meet before you leave. And she's like, well, what are you planning? And I was like, well, tell me when you're free, unless you want to just come over right now. And she is like, what the fuck did she say? She says, what did she say about that? Let me pull this up. What are you up to? I'm just hanging out right now. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, perfect. We went through a bunch of stuff. All right. What are you thinking? What's the plan? Oh, yeah, there we go. What can we do right now? That's what her question was. What can we do right now? Well, you can come to me and we could figure that out. Her next question, do you live alone? Now, this one was a little bit of a tricky one. Obviously, you guys could be sitting there thinking, what's she trying to get at here? If it's the, do you live alone because I want to come over and get down? Or is it, do you live alone because I'm kind of scared to come to a place where I don't, you know what I mean, where I'm meeting this fucking big burly dude? And I was like, well, I said, yes, well, with my pup. Smiley face. And then I sent a picture of my pup because he's the cutest fucking thing in the world. And then the next question, literally like after I sent this, was like, what area? Then she says, I give her my area. And she says, send me your address. And I said, you coming? And she responds with debating, to which I say, there's no need for debate. Come how you are right now. It'll be fun. Plus my dog is too cute. She said, 20 minutes, I'll be there. Got to pump gas. I was like, damn. This is literally fucking, what time is it? All right, 9:31 at this point in time. I texted her at 9:09. Excellent. Text me when you're on your way. Okie dokie. 2 minutes later. Oh, shoot. Actually, not even. She said, I ended up taking a lift. Awesome. When will you be here? 7 minutes. Literally 7 minutes later at 10:01 here. Fucking epic. Epic, right? So I was like, damn. This is crazy. Like, literally 9:09, I text her at 10 o'clock. She's at my house. And I'm kind of excited too, because in her photo, she's showing off her booty, which is a pretty nice looking booty. Everything else is just, I mean, it's good. I give her like probably a 6.5, 7, with the booty. She gets here. She looks, I mean, she's in shape and all that other stuff. And I mean, she knows what I know she's here for. She knows what she's here for, kind of deal. But there's like, I could see there's a little bit of hesitance, and I'm just kind of like, kind of weird. And she's like petting my dog and hanging out with my dog for a little bit. And I kick my dog off the bed and I go, all right, now it's time for my attention, kind of deal. And she's like, oh, what? And I grab her, fucking pull her legs out from under her. And she's all about it. And then we start messing around and start making out and stuff. And I just go for the kill, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. It was crazy because she didn't give a lot of feedback. Like, I'm not saying like she was all about it. She was super into it, but she didn't give a lot of feedback as far as like whether or not she was into the sex. And that, I hate that. I hate that. Like, especially like it was crazy too, because like pulled off her pants and I started going to town on that fucking beam, baby. And I literally fucking got her off in like 1 minute. It was crazy. I got her off in 1 minute. And normally I don't do that. Normally I'm just doing that just to fucking mess around and play. And I'm doing different, kind of dom stuff. And then I'm doing it too to get me going a little bit more too. And normally when I start fucking going and playing the DJ, she's more inclined to also, or I reach and I grab her hand and I put it on the old Thor's hammer. And then she starts going to town hard when I start going to town hard. It's cool. I like that little play. And then I'll go and I'll grab the MCT oil. I'll go grab the condoms and I'll tell her to bend over the side of my bed. And then I'll go to town that way. Right. So that's my normal routine. But she's like, not, man, it's so weird. Like, there's just like no, really what it comes down to is I felt like she was just super inexperienced and she just didn't know how to act. So I had to like kind of try to not force a few things, not at all. She was just like super insecure about stuff. So I told her, like, obviously put the old Thor's hammer in the old oral factor. And she's like, no, I don't do that. And I was like, what? I was like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, no, I don't do that. And I was like, ugh, whatever. I was like, this is boring already. I'm bored. Right? Like, I got to have girls that do that shit, man. You got to be down, like, plain and simple. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not going to argue with her. I was like, all right, grab the old Thor's hammer and show me that you at least want it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, like, super cool about that. And I was like, all right, cool. Break out the oil, start oiling it up, throw on the condom, start wrecking it from behind. And there's like, I'm like going to town. She's all about it, but she's like barely giving me, like, I don't know. She's like barely making any noise. Like, this is so awkward. And like, it threw everything off. And I was like, God damn, this is boring. I was like, this is super boring. I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to make this girl just fucking jerk me off and call it quits or whatever. So anyway, long story short, I lay down on the bed, tell her to start doing the stuff. And then she's like, why do you like blowjobs so much? I was like, they just feel so fucking good. She's like, well, I'll tell you the reason why. It's like, I'm really insecure. I haven't really done it that many times and all this other stuff. I was like, all right, well, I'll teach you. She's like, you'll teach me? I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'll teach you. And like, or I said, I'll coach you. She's like, oh, cool. Like, all right, I'll think about it. I was like, no, don't think about it. Like, actually do it. So that's how it ended up happening. She ended up getting down on it, coached her up a little bit. It's like, that was like my first time that I've ever really had to like coach a girl other than like actually tell her like how to get started, what to do kind of deal. Crazy, man. So it's super weird because like this girl was super DTF, like super willing to come over right off the bat, but like also really, really, really inexperienced and like really unwilling to like explore. But it took a little bit of time to warm her up. So anyway, it was boring. It was not like the best that I've had in quite some time. But at the same time too, it was also kind of fun. It was also kind of cool. Like good turnaround. And then she was out the house by 11 o'clock, which is great. And then she took her own lift home. So pretty fucking awesome. Not terrible. Bumping those numbers up, but wasn't the best. Wasn't the best. Go help me. All right. These hoes ain't loyal. Time to raise the pimp hand Tate style. Eat it while it's hot. Yeah. LOL. Make it easy to get that watering hole. Good stuff. Let's see where them likes are at, boys. All right, 39. We got 45 people watching. Let's get those likes up, plain and simple. All right. Let's get on topic now. Let's get on task. Let's get on the old agenda. Let's talk about female equality and what they view as equality. And I summarize female equality because obviously we all know equality is just a tremendous shit test. When a woman says anything about equality, she doesn't really mean equality. Let's be honest. She does not really mean equality. She is just using that term as a means to sound like she is morally superior and that she has a moral high ground. But the reality is what she's trying to do is she's trying to shit test you into some type of beta activity by acquiescing some way, somehow. Why is this and how is this? I'll give you a case in point just simply with the fucking toilet seat. Okay? Now, how many of you guys have had women complain about the toilet seat before? Or just been in a general environment where women complain about the toilet seat? The toilet seat's supposed to go up when you're done. The toilet seat's supposed to go up when you're done. Right? Or sorry, down. Yeah. The toilet seat's supposed to go down when you're done. Fuck that shit, right? I don't even do it. I don't even fucking know how it operates anymore. Right? But here's what it comes down to, guys, is this. These women will literally bitch at you. They want the toilet seat down. So when you go in to take a piss, right? when you go use the toilet, when you go and take a piss, you need to lift the toilet seat up, and then you need to be so cognizant of her that you need to put the toilet seat down. So what does she have to do? What action does she have to take when she goes tinkle, right? She doesn't have to do anything. So she'll sit there and she'll bitch and nag at you to do all the actions. You got to lift it up and you got to put it down. When she's done taking her fucking piss, does she ever lift up the fucking toilet seat for you? No, she leaves it down. I've heard girls bitch and moan and complain before to their boyfriends and stuff like that too. Oh, you didn't put the toilet seat down. When I get up in the middle of the night to go take a piss, now I have to check to see if the toilet seat's down, or I fell into the toilet seat because of you. No, you didn't fall into the fucking toilet seat because of anybody else. You fell into the fucking toilet because you're a fucking lazy, immature fucking retard that couldn't fucking check to see if the fucking toilet seat was down. Because you've been catered to your whole goddamn life and you're so fucking entitled that you think everybody else out there is supposed to do all these actions and all you get to do is just fucking exist. You have to put in zero work. Let me give a case in point here. If it were truly equal, I would have to put in the same amount of work and you would have to put in the same amount of work, right? That's equality, which means if I put the toilet seat down when I'm done, that means you have to lift the toilet seat up. Or if you leave the toilet seat down, I have to lift it up. That's one action. There's two actions here. It's up or it's down, right? You're taking zero action. I'm taking fucking two actions. Is that equality? No, it's not, you fucking stupid hoe. Like plain and simple. But then they'll sit there and they'll fucking bitch at you that you're not being a fucking gentleman. This is the perfect analogy, guys, of what female equality really is. It's you are her fucking indentured servant. She will berate you. She will fucking bitch and moan. She will nag. She will guilt and shame you into fucking doing her bidding, right? Where she will not have to do any of the work and she'll get all of the fucking benefits. That's essentially what it fucking comes down to. Fuck female equality. The female equality is just supremacy. It is a movement in order for them to be a supreme and higher level being within society and culture. And unfortunately, it's been that way for some time. It really has, right? Women know and realize that they have everything fucking handed to them in society. It's especially white women. White women know this. Why are white women the most virtue signaling fucking annoying? Oh, I almost dropped the C-bomb. They are the most virtue signaling people on the planet. They constantly try to take that cape of fucking SJW because they know that they're the most entitled. So what they try to do is they try to also lump themselves into the victimhood culture, but then they get to wear the cape of, hey, we're on your team in intersectionality because look at us. We're the ones that are promoting all these fucking social justice causes, right? POCs, fucking LGBTs, all this other stuff. We're right there. We're right there in the corner with you. Meanwhile, these are the same fucking awful human beings that are at home nagging their fucking beta husband to death about the goddamn toilet seat, right? It's fucking so stupid. It's like, you really want fucking equality? You know what you got to do? You got to lift that toilet seat up after you're done. I'll put it down. Actually, fuck that shit. I won't. To be honest with you, I won't do any of this stuff. Guys, I'm serious. It's so funny too, because like, wherever I go, I never, ever put the toilet seat down. If I'm in fucking someone's house and I know that there's girls that are living in that house, I don't put the toilet seat down. That's equality in my eyes. I had to lift that shit up. Why am I also going to put it down? The only time I'll put a fucking toilet seat down is if I'm putting the toilet down with the lid, because I know that person has a dog and the dog is going to come in and fucking drink out of the fucking toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a house rule that the toilet seat and the toilet seat cover and the lid go down every time, I can respect that. There's nothing gendered about that whatsoever. It's so the fucking dog doesn't get goddamn doo-doo breath. You know what I'm saying? But in the world today, what we're living in this fucking age of equality where it's like, oh, reality is it's just fucking catering to women. Everything out there that is labeled with fucking equality is just catering to fucking women. It's like, I don't fucking buy into that bullshit. Plain and simple. Like, go fuck yourself. You want equality? Fucking put the goddamn toilet seat down yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want equality? Go out and start fucking being a lumberjack and being a plumber. and fucking climbing fucking high rises and working high power fucking what's it called lines. Go and work in the fucking oil rigs and do all that other shit. That's equality. But until I start seeing fucking feminists complaining about the fucking turb garbage man, I'm not going to fucking give a goddamn. As a matter of fact, I'm never going to give a goddamn because that shit's never going to happen. But guess what? Fuck that shit. Fuck those people. I hate that shit. I hate when girls fucking sit there and complain about the toilet seat. I don't get into an argument with them. I just don't fucking listen, right? I'll go and I'll take a fucking piss. Like, it's funny because the last tanning place that I used to go to, it was two cute women that were running it. And it was like a smaller place. And they used to always say that. They'd be like, Corey, you never put the toilet seat down whenever you fucking finish there. And I just looked at them and I go, yep. And I walked out. And in that moment, what they were trying to do was they were trying to fucking guilt and shame me into being like, oh, yeah, my bad. Or, oh, yeah, next time I'll do that. It's like, no, I will never fucking do that shit. Never, never, never. Why do I have to fucking touch that shit and fucking put it down for you? You can do it. You can do it. Women, you want to get your hands dirty by being equal in society? Get your fucking hands dirty. But you're not gonna, right? You're always gonna look to men to fucking do the dirty work while you get to sit there on your fucking high horse and just bitch and fucking moan. So that's my dose of equality, plain and simple. Let's look through the fucking chat real quick, guys. Ed Dutton did an awesome video on why white women are the way they are. I love that dude. He's so fucking funny. He's a little bit too He's a little bit too academic for me, but he's pretty funny. I'll take a look at that one. Put that link in the chat, man, if you don't mind, because I want to take a look at that. I disagree, Corey. Equality is as simple as this: make me, aka force me to. We're not equal. Yeah, there's excuse me. There's no such thing as equality. I smashed that myth in a patriarch's vision, purging feminism. I love playing dread game on white women. They freak out because they feel entitled to my attention. Yeah, it's a good one. I got some new BCAAs today. I had a choice between blue raspberry and fruit punch. And I know in my heart of hearts that I hate fruit punch. I don't like fruit punch. But I also didn't want fucking blue raspberry. There's just something about drinking fucking something that's bright blue that just doesn't float with me. So now I'm drinking fucking fruit punch and I hate it. But whatever. Gonna keep going. Let's see what else we got. The most protected class of citizen ever. I understand the whole lizard brain thing, but that one I've never been able to wrap my head around. Hole in the ground, the best way to take a dump. I agree with you, especially when it's a little bit cold out too. Best dump of my life. Seriously. Get a little breeze that comes up and blows up against your little butthole while you're taking a dump. It's like it automatically cleans it. It's weird. I mean, obviously I still wipe, but great poops. I'm telling you. Got amongst men. I LMAO in my room and I was happy. I was red pilled. Good stuff. Oh, shoot. My roommate's girlfriend yelled at him and his fucking friend who left the toilet up. They were dead silent. I don't know who admitted, but she just began correcting them about how it needs to be up. No. Bad men. Do not let that shit fly. Stay in your fucking ground. Do not acquiesce to that shit. That is a shit test. It's also another reason why I don't fucking let women into my goddamn space. It's why I don't let women sleep over. It's why I don't fucking live with women. Fucking concession or fucking, yeah, what is it? Death by 1,000 concessions. It's what they do. They know how to whittle a fucking man down and just feminize an entire space. That's why we need all male spaces, right? Don't let them fucking in there. Best is Indian toilets, which are a hole in the ground. No seat, no stress. Yeah, I feel you. 100%. Low key, I close the toilet seat lid just so they have to lift it. I like it. How do we pass the toilet seat shit test, Corey? I'm pretty sure I fucking hammered that one. Pretty sure we hammered that one. Got to keep those hoes on a leash. Absolutely. There's a sign in my gym that says men let the toilet seat down for the women. Yeah, I've seen this a few times too. Men are always being guilted and shamed in these public spaces now too, of like peeing all over the place and all sorts of other stuff. It's like they talk about men not being civilized. Yo, I used to own a CrossFit gym and I had one bathroom in that gym. And I swear to God, women destroyed the bathroom far worse than any man. Women were the most disgusting when it came to the bathroom. I promise you. Women are far worse. I love when blue pillars say, why would you date fuck a young girl? They're not experienced as older women. I respond, teach the bitch how to fuck. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. What a good one. All right. What if you have a hairy ass and poop gets on your butt crack hair? Then I would say you should always have some water nearby too. I always bring water with me wherever I go. Just take a little bit of that water and put it on the toilet paper and clean that puppy up. That's all it comes down to. Super easy. They're entitled to simp attention. Definitely not mine. Bitches with attitudes are not nines that are not 9s or 10s get out. Yeah. And even that, I want to be on such a level where like a 10 will have to be on their best behavior. That's my goal. I mean, how it needs to be down, not up. Yeah, I got you. I was in the same boat. I don't do that shit, man. So I forgot the whole action of that shit. Straight up. Oh man, I'm fucking hungry right now. Hungry. I got 3 more meals I got to eat right now. Well, by the end of the night. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to go and take my fucking clothes to the laundromat. Yeah, I got to. Fuck. Because I got to wash geese. I got to get prepared for fucking jujitsu tomorrow. I was thinking about washing my comforter. I should wash my comforter. It's just going to take so goddamn long. What a pain in the dick, huh? This is the downfall. The only downfall about where I live is we have washers and dryers on site, but you got to pay $1.50 for them and they're small. So I might as well just go to the fucking, what's it called? Laundromat. But we got that shit going on. Anyway, with that said, guys, let me check the likes real quick to see where we're at. I'm loving the like ratio right now. Very, very happy with that stuff. That's pretty much all I got for you guys so far today. If you need anything from me, go to CoreyCapella.com. Yeah, he's a fucking awesome dude. I love him. I think he's hilarious. Yeah. Go to CoreyCapella.com if you want to schedule or get a consultation. If you want to join WarTribe as well, you obviously know the website, www.thewartribe.com. You can buy my first book there at CoreyCapella.com as well. And you could also buy my online dating mastery course from there as well. It's super simple. It's a one-stop shop for all things Corey Capella and a God Amongst Men. Rock and roll. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 4:30, as usual. Until then, adios.